everybody, welcome to my channel and to another episode of Shop My Stash. So I did end up making this a once a month kind of thing, so I'm only flipping my drawers once a month now. It just seems to work out a lot better with me with a recording schedule and with panning. So let's go ahead and get started. Some of these products in here I am panning, so they're not going to get taken out. So if I do skip over them, they're probably in a panning project or some kind of project that I have going on. All right, so this first product here, this is from BB Brow Bar, yeah. And this is a brow pencil. It's a really super thin eyebrow pencil. It is a decent eyebrow pencil. It's not anything to write home about, but it is okay. It's worth keeping it in my collection and using, but I definitely would not repurchase. And then the eyeliner that I brought in is from Marc Jacobs. This is in the color Earthquake, which is like a really pretty brown color. I did use it a few times. I didn't use it a lot. I do really like this eyeliner, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it back for now. All right, so for the primer I brought in, I guess I only brought in this one. That's kind of weird. But anyways, I brought in the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. I really do like this primer. It's a really good primer. I know this is just a sample guy. I am working on a few primers right now in projects, so I did use that a few times, but I'm gonna put it back for now. All right, so this Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in nude ivory, sorry. This is too light for me. It's kind of crazy that it's too light, but it is too light for me. So I was using it to mix in with another foundation, which I did use it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. I would not repurchase that. I know a lot of people love that foundation. I just can't get over the smell of it. It's just not something I really like. So for concealer, I brought in this Kokie Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and put it back for now. I know I didn't bring in a lot last time because I just didn't know exactly where I was with panning, and I didn't want to overwhelm myself, so this time around I'm pretty sure I'm gonna bring in more products. All right, so for blushes, I brought in these two. This one right here is from Laura Geller. This is the blush in Guava. This is a really, really pretty blush, but like I said, Laura Geller blushes are very, very pigmented, and this is no exception. So a little bit does go a long way, but it is a beautiful, beautiful blush. And then this one right here in Quirky from Tarte. And that is it right here. It is just a really light blush, but it's a pretty blush. All right, so next is the makeup setting spray from Revolution. This is the Pro Fix. It's not really my favorite. I do not like this sprayer at all. It leaves dots on my face. So I'm probably gonna end up putting this in a different sprayer at some point in time and not using this again until I have a empty container to put it in. But it's an okay setting spray, but it's not that great, and I would not repurchase. This concealer palette, this is from Maybelline. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this in another round because I didn't actually use it at all. So I will put that back. All right, so this is the other side of the drawers that I have for makeup drawers. So this has all of my palettes and highlighters in them because they don't fit over on the other side. These right here is everything that is in a project of some sort, so them are the only things I can take out. All right, so first up, I did use this Becca highlighter in Amethyst. It is a very beautiful highlighter for it being more of like a pinky purple tone, but it is gorgeous on the face, and I definitely am glad that I got this from Lynn, so thank you, Lynn, again. And this right here, this is the Juvia's Place Nefertiti highlighter. I don't really know, but this is a super gold highlighter. This is gorgeous as a highlighter and an inner corner highlight. I have been using this a ton. So I definitely am loving this right now, but I will put it back for now. This is another love in my collection. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter, and this is in the color Pearl. And there it is right there. It is a beautiful, just iridescent highlighter. It is gorgeous, and I really have been enjoying it, but I actually have been using the Juvia's Place one a lot more. That actually is a panning project. All right, so this is a new palette to my collection. I just brought this in last time around. This is the Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette, and when I bring in a new palette, I try to make sure I use every single color, and I did. I do like this palette. This right here is called Frostbite Me, yeah, that one. It is extremely chunky. So that's the only one I really had problems with. This is a pretty palette though, and I did enjoy using it. And And then this other one, this is the Wet n Wild Pedal Pusher palette. These are one of the older palettes that they had, and that is it. Ooh. And that is it right here. It is a pretty palette. It's very purple toned if that is what you're into. I did make some pretty purple looks with it, so I definitely did enjoy it. It's not like the best formula in the world now that I've been trying a lot more formulas, but it is a good formula. All right guys, so let's go shop my stash for new products. All right guys, so this is one of my new makeup drawers, and this is the other one. And this does not even include eyeshadow palettes, so what I'm gonna do right now is I want to try to go through this really quick and figure out what I have in here to try to make it easier for me. All right, so if you guys were wondering what I did not put in my inventory, all that is it. That right there, I have not put in my inventory. I put everything in this box from them 2 drawers, and now I'm gonna try to go through it. All right guys, so this is a new day. I am so sorry. I ended up having really bad stomach pain, so I had to quit recording this video. So anyways, now I got all of this separated, and I'm going to pick one thing from each category. So I have everything in categories, like there's primers over here, setting sprays, eyeliners, single eyeshadows, all those are lipsticks right there, and those are all highlighters. That is ridiculous. Foundations and bronzers. That brow gel I'm probably not going to bring in because I'm working on one right now. Powder and eyebrow products. There's a few things that I took out that I didn't want in this area, so I'm gonna put it back. They are some primers and some liquid eyeliners and some mascaras that I need to actually put up because I don't use multiple of those at a time. All right, so I'm gonna go and choose what I'm gonna bring in, and I will show you. All right, so these are the products that I'm deciding to bring in. The reason why I'm only doing one of each category this time around is because I want to pull in more for my collection. If you guys are aware, I'm trying to use everything in my collection at least one time. So if I'm only bringing in one new thing a month from each category, I can bring in more from my actual collection. All right, so this right here is the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl Illuminator in the color Ballerina, which I'm really, really excited to try. All right, and that is it right here. It's a really beautiful looking highlighter, and that is a swatch of it right there. It's a little dark. Hopefully it works on my skin tone, but I'm really excited to try it. The next thing has actually been in my new makeup drawer for a while and I haven't tried it. So this is the BH Cosmetic Liquid Foundation. This is the Naturally Flawless. I think this is the only foundation they may have. I'm not sure. This is in the color 205 Fair Golden. And for the lip product, I'm gonna bring in this Buxom Full-On Lip Polish in the color Gabby. And there is a swatch of Gabby right there. It looks really pretty. And then I have this small sample of the Liz Wattier Hydro Force BB Cream, so I'm gonna bring this in too. All right, and for the eyeliner, I'm gonna bring in this Urban Decay 24/7 eye pencil in the color Stardust. And that is a swatch of it right there. It looks gorgeous. And then I'm gonna bring in this Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic Fix Hydrating and Plumping Makeup Fixing Spray. And then for single eyeshadows, I'm gonna bring in this ColourPop eyeshadow in the color Telepathy. So this is a super shock shadow, and that is Telepathy right there. And then I have this Makeup Revolution Duo Brow Refiner. I have picked the color Light Brown. I usually go with taupe, so we will see how this works. I have never tried this product before, but we will see. And for primer, I picked this Yensa Color and Face Tone Up Primer, and it's Essential Glow, so it's like a glowing primer. So I've never tried anything from this brand, I'm pretty sure, so I'm excited to try that. And then this is a small sample of the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. It's like a really super cute little powder. There's not much in it. I'm sure I could go through that in a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and bring that in. And then last but not least, from new makeup, I'm gonna bring in this Patrick Star MAC bronzer in the color Give Me Life. And that is the bronzer right there. So I'm excited to try this. I've never tried a MAC bronzer before, so pretty excited about that. All right guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess and then we'll start picking from my makeup drawers. All right guys, so this is a very weird angle. I'm sorry, I'm like having to hold this camera in a very awkward position. So if it's shaky, I'm super sorry. So this is my lip gloss, and then these are like kind of chapsticks and stuff, which I don't bring in. So I think with this right here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in, let's see here. I'm gonna bring this one. That would be a good one. All right. I will bring in these three. So I just kind of randomly just picked something. So this is the Too Faced Lips Injection Glossy in the color Milkshake, which you can see I've already tried to pan this. And then I got the Milani Lip Gloss in the color Sweet Grapefruit. And then the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss in the color Saint Tropez. So that's a really pretty color. Alright, so that's all I'm going to pick from this drawer. Alright, so this is my eyeliner drawer. Over here is my liquid eyeliner. Sorry, it's kind of a weird position, but I can actually set my tripod on the ground for this one. So I know I have a lot, but I think I want to bring in a few greens just because it is St. Patrick's Day, and you guys, I am Irish. I love St. Patrick's Day. So I think I might bring in all three of these and then leave the elf one for later. All right, so for the first one, I'm going to bring in this sugar. This is the Stroke of Genius Heavy Duty Kohl in the color Green Light. And then both of these are from NYX. These are the Slide On Glide On, the horribly long name ones. And this one is in Esmeralda. And then this one is in Tropical Green. So those are the three that I'm going to bring in. I'm not going to bring in a black one because right now I don't need to, and I brought in 3 greens, so we're good. Alright, so this drawer is kind of sad. This is my brow products and my eyeshadow primers. I don't have a lot of those, so I'm not going to bring in anything from this drawer either. Alright, so now we're in my foundation drawer, and I think what I'm going to do for this drawer is just to try to use one of these because I really don't want to have 3 open at one time, and these 2 are unopened, so I think I'm going to bring in this one and try to use some of it up. I know that it is close to being gone. This one usually is my color, but I think it looks a little light. It might not be, I don't know. I just might think I'm a little bit darker than what I am. But anyways, I'm gonna bring in this one. I know it is super close to being done, and I really don't wanna open one of those without this being gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in this one right here. All right, and that's all I'm gonna bring from this drawer right here. All right, so this drawer right here has my little samples of my BB creams and CC creams. My concealer drawer is getting quite empty. These are 2 are backups, so I do have a Makeup Revolution that I have open, and then these 2 are backups. I use the color C1, and I'm actually thinking I'm gonna go ahead and bring in this guy this time around. So this is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, and I think that's all I'm gonna bring in from this drawer. I'm not really worried about the BB creams and CC creams. I'll just leave that for my makeup roulette because I don't have a lot of them, and I already brought in a new one from my new makeup drawer, so I'm gonna go ahead and that'll be all I bring from this drawer. All right, so now we are in my lovely primer drawer, so I have quite a few of them. So I have multiples of these Benefit Professionals, and I don't wanna open more than one at a time. I'm not sure which one of these are open, but I know those back there are open. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in one of these, and then I can mark off all of those for my makeup collection roulette. So that'll be less primers that are gonna be in my roulette, basically. All right, so I'm also gonna bring in this Cover FX Illuminating Primer Sample, and then this Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. This is the Radiance with Hyaluronic Acid, and then, like I already said before, the Benefits Professional Primer. So I will bring in these 3 primers to try out this time around. All right, so this is my mascara drawer, and as you guys know, I don't choose from this drawer, so unless I need them, and right now I'm good on mascara, so that drawer is gonna get skipped. All right, so with the setting sprays, I don't have a lot of setting sprays anyways, and then I brought in that new one. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip this drawer for now because I don't really need to rotate this too much because it is not very full, and I already chose one for my makeup roulette and for this video from my new makeup drawer. All right, so I forgot to talk about the lipsticks that I pulled in last time, so we're gonna do that really quick. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Lip Gloss in the color Pisces, and this is a really, really beautiful color. I really do enjoy this. It is more like glittery, but it's okay. It's not horrible. This one is it's okay as a topper, but not really as a lip gloss to me. But this is a Winky Lux Disco Kitten Gloss, the color Far Out. So I did use this actually on top of a really red color, this one right here. And it was actually quite nice on top of it. It made it a really, kind of almost had a pink shift to it. So it actually made it feel like I was using a different lipstick, but I wasn't. So this is the Patrick Star and Mac lip gloss in the color Cream Pie. Yeah, Cream Pie. And this was really, really comfortable on the lips. I love the smell of it. It was a great lip gloss. Now this one right here is probably one of my favorite ones. This is the Buxom in Hot Toddy. This is the full-on lip cream. This is a really, really comfortable formula, and I really like the color. And then this right here is the Clinique lipstick, and that is what it looks like right there. And this is in the color Sugar Pop. This was a nice color. I only wore it a few times, but it was a nice nude color. All right, so all the other lipsticks are actually in Project Pan, so they stay. All right, guys, so I did forget to talk about this one. This one actually, I had took it to my computer desk to maybe possibly put it in a Project Pan, but I didn't end up doing it. But this is the Pretty Vulgar Translucent Setting Powder. It's Matte About You. And we got this in BoxyCharm. It is a nice powder. Like I said, powders aren't like my total favorite thing. So I don't have a lot of powders. It's decent. I will use it, but a little bit does go a long way with this one. All right, so this right here is my lipsticks. And I only brought in one lipstick so I could actually pick quite a few from this drawer. So I am going on vacation this month, which I'm pretty excited about. So scheduling may be weird, but I'm going to try to pick some stuff that I like that's comfortable. All right, so after much deliberation, I finally picked these 6 right here. So this is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the color Voyager, and this is a really dark, pretty color, but I want to get some use out of it. I know it's getting into like springtime now, so it's getting down to the wire to wear dark colors, at least for me personally. But anyways, this is the Maybelline Superstay 24 color in the color Eternal Cherry. So I wanted a really pretty red lipstick. And then the rest of these are kind of nudie colors. This is the Ofra liquid lipstick in the color Aries. This is the BH Cosmetics Color Lock in the color Devotion. I wish they had more of these colors because I really do enjoy this formula. This one right here is the Pretty Vulgar liquid lipstick in the color My Lips Are Sealed. And then this is another Ofra liquid lipstick, and this is in the color Charmed. All right, guys, so here are the swatches. This is the Maybelline Matte Ink in the color Voyager. This one right here is the Maybelline Superstay 24 color in the color Eternal Flame. This one right here is the BH Cosmetics Color Lock lipstick in the color Devotion. This one right here is the Pretty Vulgar liquid lipstick in the color My Lips Are Sealed, which is almost similar to this one. And this is the Ofra liquid lipstick in Aries, and this is also Ofra, and this is in the color Charmed. So that is the lipsticks that I am going to wear for the next month. All right, so this right here is my palette drawer, which means that this has more than one kind of product in it, like a bronzer and a blush, or a bronzer blush highlight, and I don't have many of these, so I'm not gonna pick from this drawer because I can just leave that for my roulette series. And then for the powders, kind of the same way, I did bring in a sample powder, so I would just use that one, and this right here, I will not pick from anything. And even though it doesn't seem like I had a lot of bronzers, I do have 20 of them. I have a few in my drawer right now as well. And I need to bring in something. So I think what I'm gonna do, this one looks really light. This is the Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. So I think I will bring in this guy for this time around, and that'll be it. And then I did bring in a new bronzer as well. All right, so this is my lovely highlighter drawer, which I have so many of them. All right, so I'm trying to figure out what since I am going on vacation, I'm gonna be a little bit more picky about what I bring in. I'm not sure if I can go through everything. I'm gonna try to do my best. All right, so I think I decided what I'm gonna bring in. And this right here, this is a glow serum from the color Botanic Beauty. So I'm gonna try that, and I actually made a mess with it. So that is the highlighter right there all over my arm. My last product from that company actually was dried out, so I was gonna see if it was dried out, and it just squirted product all over me. It's all over this hand too, like all over my fingers, yeah. This one right here is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. I love this powder. This one right here is the Trust Funds Beauty That Glow Though Liquid Highlighter, and the color is, it doesn't have a color on it, so I guess that's just the color. All right, this one is the Becca Champagne Pop Highlighter. So this is probably one of my favorite highlighting palettes I own. This is the Urban Decay Afterglow, and this is the second, I should say. I forgot about my Violet Boss. But this has Bliss, Peroxide, NSFU, and Side Piece. So I'm gonna go wash all this off, and then I can swatch all this for you guys. All right, so I just wanted to show you guys really quick. I washed my arm 3 times with soap and water, so I did not use makeup remover. But this was all these swatches and the lipstick and eyeliner, so everything washed off besides these 3. This one right here is the Maybelline Matte Ink. That's the Maybelline Super Shade 24, and that is the BH Cosmetics Color Lock Lipstick. That's why I like it, and the only reason why it smeared is because when I wiped my arm off, it smeared. But within the whole washing, it actually didn't smear at all. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. So even the Ofra liquid lipsticks, they washed off, but these stayed. All right, so first I'm gonna show you swatches of the Urban Decay. All right, so those are the Urban Decay highlighters. The first one is Bliss, then it goes Peroxide, and then it goes NSFW and Side Piece. And as you guys can tell, there is absolutely no glitter in these. These are gorgeous. And I'm sure everybody has seen this, but that is Becca Champagne Pop. This one right here is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Illuminati. This one is gorgeous. I love, love, love this powder. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just go into the top of this. And that right there is Illuminati. It is so, so beautiful on the face. All right, and then this is the Trust Fund Beauty That Glow Though. All right, so with it rubbed in, that is what it looks like right there. So it is a pretty like illumination to your face. So you guys already seen this one. So that is the highlighters that I'm gonna bring in, and let's bring in blushes. All right, so I realized I didn't end up bringing in a new blush. I only had 2 of them. For some reason, I totally skipped them when I was putting away, but it's fine. I have a lot of blushes anyway. So, all right, so I think these are the 5 blushes, or more than 5 actually, that I decided to bring in. So I got the Urban Decay Afterglow in the color Score, and that is the blush right there. And there is a swatch of it. It's a really pretty pinky blush. This one right here is the L'Oreal True Match blush in the color Tender Rose. And that is the color right there. It has more of like a purpley shift to it, but it's a very, very light blush. Then I got the BH Cosmetics Floral Blush, and this is in the color Caribbean Cool. And that is the blush right there. And then that is Caribbean Coral. I said Caribbean Cool, but that's Caribbean Coral. And then the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Vivid Swirl Blush in the color Papaya. And that is Papaya. As you can tell, you see Laura Geller's our blushes are very, very pigmented. And then the Real Her Be Fearless, Be Limited little blush kit, and that has Fearless, Limitless, and Unstoppable. So this one right here is Fearless, this is Limitless, and this is Unstoppable. So them are very pretty blushes as well. All right, so let's go on to eyeshadows. All right guys, so this is my single eyeshadow drawer. I'm actually not going to bring anything from this drawer, and not that I'm not going to ever, it's just I want to have like a month where I bring in a whole bunch of single eyeshadows, so this is not the month I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna wait for that and not gonna bring in anything from this drawer. But we're gonna go way down here, and this is my new palette drawer, which I'm pretty excited about. I have zero idea what I want to bring in. Oh my goodness. Well, I have a lot of idea, but since I'm going on vacation, I think I'm going to bring in these 2 smaller palettes. So I have the Natasha Denona Camel palette, and we got this in the Beautylish Lucky Bag if you guys did not see it, and that is it right here. It's a very neutral, but I'm excited to try it. And then this Huda Beauty Coral Obsessions palette, and that is the palette right there. I think that'll be good for the beach. We're going to Panama City Beach, so I'm really excited. I have never been to Florida. All right, so them are the only 2 new palettes that I'm going to bring in this time around, and I'm going to bring in some older palettes. These are the palettes that I've actually used before. That's an empty drawer. These are the palettes that I have not used, and then these are my smaller kind of palettes. So for smaller palettes, I think I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Tartelette Tease palette. So that is it right there. All right, so I did get that Tartelette Tease from a smaller palette. Now I'm gonna pick some bigger palettes. If you guys have any suggestions on what you think I should bring in next time around, go ahead and comment that down below and I will bring it in, seriously, unless it's already picked from I've already used it this year. So I know that you guys can't see everything that's here, but so I think I picked out 3 palettes. So I'm bringing in a lot of palettes this time around, but I'm not saying I'm going to use every single color besides in the newer palettes, which are just the Huda Beauty and Natasha Denona. I'll use every single color of these 2, but these I at least got to touch them at least once. So I'm going to bring in 3 bigger palettes. It is going to be St. Patrick's Day, so I kind of went to ones that had greens in it. So I got the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. And that is it right there. It has a lot of like fun, colorful stuff. And then I got the BH Cosmetics Foiled Eyes 2. And that is it right there. It does only have 1 green, or no, 2 greens. And then the BH Cosmetics Foiled Eyes 1 palette. And that is it right there. So I'm excited to play with these guys this time around. All right guys, so this is one of my drawers for the next month. And this over here is the other drawer. So I have a pretty good amount of products to go through for the next month. I'm sorry again for this video being up a little bit late. I still will have a March Shop My Stash as long as my vacation don't kind of interrupt my recording schedule, which it may. So this might be my March. I'm not really sure. I'm sorry, you guys, but I really do definitely need a vacation. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed to my channel already, I would love to have you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.